using
I was
your
getting- I was
crush's
getting-
name as passwords.
I was getting wartime flashbacks to you. I was like,
My brain was also like, no, please, I don't want to remember it. But I was forced to.
waking up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
No, actually, I
No.
think it was more of like,
No, she is the princess emoji.
I think I was just like my brain was glazing over and slowly shutting down.
20
going
minutes
into,
in the drop in the Just
Standby
Dance
mode.
app.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
25 minutes. That's a lot of time. That's more
That's
time.
a lot of time.
That's almost as much as you've been with us on the video so far.
Yeah, that's true.
So basically, why? Why, I guess, is the question for this movie. And like,
Yeah, why? Why does this movie exist?
well,
What's
I
its
mean, I
purpose?
guess for me personally, to you, why are we talking about this movie?
Oh, so we want to get into it, right?
I mean,
So we wanna
okay.
get into
Let's.
it.
So, can we say some good things about the movie? What can we say good about the movie?
That when you were done watching it, it was over.
Okay, that's one pro.
Before you started it, you were a happier person.
Okay, that is also true, but
It's definitively one of the movies that exists.
it is a movie that is out
Yeah.
there.
Oh, here's you know what? Here's an actual good one. Some people got to be paid to make this movie, which benefited their lives and their families,
Yes,
which is good. That's
Yeah.
a really good thing.
some people got to benefit off the movie. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were recipients of any benefits of it, but
And this is where I reveal to you the thing I've been hinting at the entire time. You did benefit.
Is this what this movie is about?
No. This movie's a garbage movie about being yourself, and that's what this movie's about.
And it's just an obvious like. It felt like Snakes on a Plane. Like, let's just make a movie.
For the purpose of making one.
It won't, like, we need work, so let's just make a movie that we can act in, and let's make as much money as we can make off of it because we need paychecks.
Maybe,
I
or
don't know.
let me set the scene for you. It's 2017.
Okay.
It's actually
2017.
2016-ish.
2016.
Early 2016, late 2015-ish.
Man, you know what? Back in those days.
And-
sheesh.
You are a Sony executive
Man, I wish.
being proposed a
There's definitely
new
mosquito
movie.
in here.
that's a really good idea for a movie, really high budget. This is a very popular thing that happens in Hollywood very often. Yeah, get out of here. This is an Emoji Movie fan right here. It's a gnat in the room. I don't know what it's doing in here. But a common thing that happens in the industry is that when you want to make a movie
Yeah.
and you do not have the funding to do so currently, you make a trash movie. That
Really?
won't make a lot of money that
Yeah.
people will go see because it's familiar. It looks similar. Spielberg's been riding that train for a long time. He makes like 2 movies a year, one cash grabby blockbustery type
Yeah.
movie that can be good. There are some really good ones that he makes that are not garbage, but are like they're not meant to be groundbreaking.
Yeah,
They're to test new ideas. They're
Yeah.
to be fun, to make a lot of money, so that he can go on and do like a passion project type movie. That may not get a lot of views, may not get a lot of acclaim, but what he
Yeah.
wants to make, and they usually end up being the movies that end up going to the Academy Awards or whatever. That's it's a very common thing, and people who are not Steven Spielberg who can't just pull that off do it in lesser extents. That's why we get sequels. That's why we get popular IPs. That's what basically the
Remakes,
entire Marvel
prequels.
franchise is based off
Yeah.
of is familiar IPs being used to make money so that you can use that money to make bigger, possibly less revenue generating passion projects. I propose to you that the Emoji Movie was one of those cash grabby movies for the purpose of making a better movie.
Okay.
And if we look at the timeline, I'm going to set it all up for you.
Okay.
Movie made about $150 million. The movie came out in 2017. Let me pull up. Hold on. Suspense. Don't say anything, Jarvis. Get the camera on his reaction. I have to scroll. Hold on. I have to scroll.
Okay. Scrolling. All right. Big reveal.
Follow me.
Okay.
You see that budget?
Yeah. Okay. You guys won't ever know this information. This is just for us. Ah, yes. Interesting.
So I'm sure if you're a full-time movie fan of the podcast,
As we are.
fan of movies,
Yep.
you saw the 2018 Sony Pictures animated hit movie, Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse.
Oh my gosh. One of the best Spider-Man movies ever.
A $90 million budget movie
Yeah.
came out a year after the Emoji Movie did from the same studio.
Yeah. So you're saying they use the profits from the Emoji Movie to make Into the Spider-Verse?
I am saying
That's
that they
what he's
used the
saying.
profits of the Emoji Movie to make one of the best animated movies
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah.
bar none.
For sure.
Terrible, rushed, cash grab movie to funnel it into higher budget,
Yeah.
better quality,
Much better
fantastic
margins.
movie.
How much money did Into the Spider-Verse make?
Let's look, shall we?
Because when it comes to Spider-Man, for me, guys, this a little side tangent. Spider-Man is one of my favorite Marvel characters ever, and I've watched almost all the Spider-Man movies. I think all the Spider-Man movies that they've made, and in my opinion, if the Spider-Verse movies from Sony, if the third movie sticks the landing, it may be the best trilogy of Spider-Man movies ever made.
Oh, for sure.
So
$400 million,
it made $400 million,
which means it net $300 million.
which is much better.
Much better.
Yeah.
But when you don't have the capital and you don't know if it's going to work, obviously you want to inject some money into a project that you aren't sure about.
Yeah.
Because nobody knew at the time. Because the last time Sony made a Spider-Man movie, they couldn't get greenlit for another one because it didn't profit enough. So, of course, going into another Spider-Man movie, they were like, okay, well, Marvel's doing okay with Spider-Man right now, but we aren't.
Yeah, the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, I think, have done really well. Mm-hmm. But that's because Marvel's mitts are all over it.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you look at all the IP from Marvel that were done by other studios that weren't Marvel, I mean, there's some good movies in there, but they're few and far between. Marvel touching, being a huge part of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies is, I think, one of the reasons why they're so good. And to this day, No Way Home is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies of all time.
Besides Into the Spider-Verse.
Correct. Well, I said Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
movies.
Well, it is Marvel. Spider-Man's still
Marvel IP, but yeah, I mean,
Marvel Studios.
Yeah, made by Marvel Studios. Correct. Yeah, from Iron Man to whatever Marvel movie we're on these days. in that filmography, No Way Home is one of my favorite. Marvel movies.
So all this to say, I don't believe we would have Into the Spider-Verse if the Emoji Movie hadn't happened.
I mean, yes, I would like to live in a world where we still get the Into the Spider-Verse movies without the Emoji Movie.
Yeah.
But if you're saying that's impossible, then I guess necessary evils do bring out some good things occasionally.
Now I'll ask, does it make you love the Emoji Movie more?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to say it doesn't make me love the Emoji Movie anymore. It does give me a little bit more appreciation for it. If those facts are indeed true,
take those wins.
Yeah, then yes, I will endure the existence of the Emoji Movie to bask in the glory of Into the Spider-Verse movie. So yes.
That being said, I directly, with my money, contributed to the making of Into the Spider-Verse. You are just a poor sucker that had to watch the movie for this podcast.
Technically late. I mean, I did have to rent it and pay money to watch it. So, yeah, doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. In
Maybe
fact,
don't do that.
I'm gonna ask you to reimburse me that after the episode. So,
I can just give you a DVD copy. That's fine, right? I'll order one for you.
no, please don't.
You can have a little collection of DVDs of all of the movies that we've reviewed.
I have a lot of them.
Do you have this one?
I do not.
You will.
Okay.
I mean, that's all I had.
So
we started off this third bit here with my big reveal at the end. Hopefully, it was as climactic as I led it up to be.
So when it comes down to, yes, there's an appreciation because the Spiderverse movies are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh, man, you're actually making me want to go watch it today before Sunday turns into Monday. Yeah, absolutely,
but
man.
There's also like an appreciation that needs to be made for these garbage movies in the first place because that's what they're there for. They're to help fund better projects.
Okay.
I think there's probably a better way around it, if I'm being honest. But I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, but you know what you could say though is they've spent more time and care in making a good movie. They can make more money off of one movie, and use even more money to make more better movies.
Yeah.
Instead of crappy movies to fund better movies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not everybody wants to go to the movies to watch a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody wants to go into a movie and turn their brain off.
I feel like my brain is turned off by this movie.
Entertainment as a whole is a form of escapism.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about everything as a whole. And let me tell you, something that'll always make somebody feel good about their life is how bad a movie can be. They go, man, how are these people making it? And I'm not. And that's motivation, baby. That's how we get going.
Isn't that what keeps you? Isn't that what you said keeps you motivated? It's like if they're making these movies, I can do it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that is actually a part of motivation in general. So if you look at other people and you go, they spent how much on that?
That made it.
How much for Madam Web?
That got green. Oh my gosh, was it Morbius number 2? Morbius Part 2.
It's Morbid time.
Sony, dude, you guys got to get your act together when it comes to your Spider-Man.
I also think that hot take. That's not actually a hot take. Those are also cash grab movies.
Yeah,
They're like Venom, Morbius.
They need to make those movies good.
Madam Web,
guys.
They don't need to. They make money off of them. Let me look. I'll look right now. We'll see how much. Which one do you want? Take your pick. You want Venom? You want?
I guarantee you, there's a lot of talk within the halls of Sony that Craven and some of these other ones that they're going to make they're very nervous about them after the way that Morbius and
$75 million budget, and it's made $100 million more than that.
For what?
Morbius.
Did you watch Morbius?
No.
We're gonna watch that one next. I'm gonna make you watch it.
Oh no, we were gonna do Marvel, but now we're gonna go down the Sony universe.
No. Yeah, I feel like I want to talk about Spider-Man.
All this movie makes you want to do is talk about better movies.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I agree that there's a lot of movies. But okay, so I'll take this back. I'll take this back to Game Night. I feel like that's a movie that's a turn your brain off movie. Just laugh at the funny things that are happening and don't even think about too much about the story.
I'd have to go in and look and see if that was made specifically for the purpose of trying to fund a different movie or if that was just whatever.
I think that like just comedy movies like that are just they're going. The thing about comedy is that it's so subjective to individuals. Like you find something like it may be funny to one person, not funny to another. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why comedy is hard to reach a broad audience. And that's why I think there are fewer and fewer like comedy movies being made, which is why I love Jason Bateman because he does those types of things. He does Game Night. He did, what's the identity theft movie with what's her name?
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy. Like that one, it's a comedy. Like he does those types of things, and that's what it's a genre that's very, I would say, is dying. You disagree?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Comedies?
I will say that's been a thing with movies since like they've become mainstream, like way back in like the 1930s. Is that comedies were still very subjective, and so they'd have what were titled screwball comedies. And screwball comedies are the type where like they'll just throw any kind of joke at the wall and see what sticks, so that everybody can have something to laugh at.
What would you call the Emoji Movie?
Bad.
Would you consider it a comedy?
I would not call the Emoji Movie. I don't want it to pick up.
Why do you so this is a personal question between me and you, forget the cameras. Why do you insist on inflicting the Emoji Movie onto as many people as possible?
You want a silly answer or you want like serious real answer?
I'll take any answer.
No pain, no gain, baby.
Is it
no pain, no gain?
Is it like
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, you know?
So is it like having COVID and sneezing on somebody, just like, hey, if I got it, you got to deal with it too? Yeah,
I mean, like Darwinism is statistically a good way to manage society, you know?
Yeah, I've been in honorary, moods where I'm just like, you know what, I had to see this, so you have to see this now too.
Yeah. The reasonable answer I want to give you is I think that it's important for people to understand the difference between objective and subjective good.
Yeah.
And when you can unite against something properly, like the Emoji Movie, you can go, okay, this is not objectively bad, or it's not subjectively bad, it's objectively bad. There's like no good storytelling happening here.
Yeah.
Somebody might go, oh, hey, I really enjoyed it with my kid because my kid really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But they're not talking about like the fact that the movie was good. They're talking about that they had a good time watching the movie, you know?
Dude, you know what? Isn't that how we felt? Because we all watched this movie together about the Marvels, which was a box office flop.
Yeah, and it was a fun movie. It wasn't good.
Yeah,
I had a good time, though.
But we had a good time.
Yeah, I had a good time. And I think that's, as of right now for Marvel, that's a good thing. If you can have a good time with the movie.
That's a whole, dude. I think we should have like a whole conversation about like Marvel State of Maine, because to be honest with you, even some of the Marvel TV shows, they got bad receptions. Like She-Hulk. Dude, I had a good time. I thought it was funny. It was so different.
Agatha's.
That was not out yet.
What is that? Well, people are already saying that it's not great.
Man.
But yeah, to go back to why I want to inflict the Emoji Movie onto as many people as possible. Everybody has their own taste and their own likes for movies, and that's fine. There's no problem if you look at me tomorrow and you go, I really like the Emoji Movie. Like, good for you. Like, I'm glad that somebody enjoyed it. That's crazy. But there's sometimes untold stories within like the cultural significance of things, and what it does for people. And so when and people do this with like other people too, where you see something that's objectively bad and you write it off entirely, not understanding the context or the importance of it where it stands, you know. And so it's as much as I am a proponent of making good stories and making good movies, I'm also a big proponent of watching bad ones and understanding why they're bad. It's like every movie got made for a reason. What's the reason? It's the same thing with The Room. The Room is not a good movie. You didn't even watch it because you couldn't figure out how.
Yeah.
But you saw the making of it, and it was made for the purpose of Tommy Wiseau going, we don't need other people to tell us how to make things. If we want to be a part of this, we can do it ourselves. Yeah. And that's also beautiful, you know? Sometimes I feel like the story behind the story is the better story. And that's the case with the Emoji Movie, is that it's a shitty cash grab of a movie, but it turned into better things that we wouldn't have had if it didn't exist.
Fair enough.
So I'm here today to tell you all about the cultural significance of bad movies. And I always will be. I'll always be that person. Bad movies are important.
Whether you like it or not, he's going to be that person.
So I'm going to change it to, you should watch this movie. You should watch this movie because it'll make you feel bad, and then you'll feel bad for a while, and then it'll spur you into action.
My take is, if you feel like you want to give the Emoji Movie a shot, just go rewatch Wreck-It Ralph, and then you'll feel much better.
Watch them on two TVs at the same time.
Yeah, do a side-by-side comparison.
But mute the Emoji Movie and just watch Wreck-It Ralph.
What
Maybe
do you
get
think?
like ice cream or something too. Like make
Yeah.
it a good time for yourself.
Yeah, make it a good time. Man, I don't know. I feel like that's enough time to give to the Emoji Movie.
Okay.
How do you feel? You got a few more things to say about it?
No.
Okay.
Hey guys, if you liked watching this movie, I mean, shit. If you like watching this podcast,
That's an outtake. Oh, then like and subscribe and do the other things.
and if you want to
Do the
comment
YouTube
about
things.
the video, you can comment down in the comments.
Yeah, and like if you have any movies that you would like us to watch, and we understand that you might be inflicting some pain on us depending on what
Yeah.
you request. We've received a request and we're gonna do it. Crazy Rich Asians, shout out to I don't remember your name, but I remember your comment. We're gonna do that.
If you want us watch movie, then comment for movie we want like.
Yes, what he said. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. This was, and always will be full-time movie fans.
Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Like, subscribe, share. And guys, as always, we hope your day is everything you dreamed it'd be and more.
Keep on gening. Hey, full-time MFers. You like this video? 'Cause we sure did. If you liked it, maybe you should share it with your friends. Maybe like the video and subscribe.
If we were you, that's what we would do. I mean, if I was watching this,
I'd be all
first
over
hit
that.
Like, and I'd hit that share, and then I would hit that subscribe in
Yeah.
that order.
Yeah. There's also another video that's popped up. YouTube thinks you like this one, so you should watch that one now.
See you next time.